The 2023-24 Champions League group stage gets underway in the East with a brand new list of scintillating encounters on the cards. Will the trophy be lifted by a team from this half of the brackets again this year? And if so, who can dethrone the defending champions Urawa Red Diamonds? The wait is over as the action in the East starts here.
Two-time champions Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors host Hong Kong team Kitchee in Group F. Jeonbuk have been in free fall since losing to eventual winners Urawa Red Diamonds in last season's semi-finals, and they named Gustavo in the starting lineup. He has an excellent scoring record in this competition. Kitchee reached the knockouts in the AFC Champions League for the first time last season, and they'll be looking to Austrian Jakob Jantscher leading the line. Paulo Cesar will be hoping for a quiet game in goal. Jeonbuk coach Dan Petrescu sends his team out on the attack, and they get an early chance to get the ball in. It's Pathum for the opening goal as well. Jeonbuk with a peach of a ball in. Captain Hong Jong-ho thumps it home into the corner. What a great start for Jeonbuk here. The next set piece for Jeonbuk. Junamanu this time goes for goal, and it's an excellent stop by Paulo Cesar, tipping it over the bar. 35th minute, Jeonbuk continue to look for a cushion against the industrious Hong Kong side. As it's going to be hammered back across goal here, and it's a super stop again by Paulo Cesar. Kim Jin-soo with the final effort, pushing forward from the back there. Just a couple of minutes later, free kick opportunity, Ulsan in, and it goes harmlessly over the bar, not testing the keeper this time. Half-time 1-0 to the side from Korea Republic. Kitchee holding on at the moment and still well in this match. Jeonbuk come out all guns blazing in the second half. Jeonbuk rifles one just wide. I think he's disappointed that he didn't test the keeper. 51st minute, Kitchee now with a corner. It's pinballing around. Finally cleared, but Onasi strides onto it, and it's an excellent low strike. John Min Ki with his first real action of the game. 54th minute, Jeonbuk now looking more direct. As the ball is passed back here, and it's a driven ball in from Boateng. It's a brilliant ball, and headed just wide by Han Kyo-won. 10 minutes into the second half, Kitchee with the long throw opportunity. That's brilliant skill by Mikhail. What a goal that is! The leveller, and fantastic celebrations as well. The overhead kick looping over the keeper and in at the far post. That is certainly one of the goals of the round. Jeonbuk reacting well to the blow of conceding. The shot is blocked here, and it falls to the feet of Han Kyo-won, and he slides home a great little finish. 2-1 to the home side, who are back in the lead. Kitchee not level for too long. Jeonbuk now back in control. Corner now, 68th minute. Heads go up, and it ends up on the roof of the net. The corner is given, as it turns out to be very good defending indeed from Kitchee. Frustration for Jeonbuk head coach Dan Petrescu. Coming towards the end of the match now. Jeonbuk have control of the play. The header back across, and Gustavo just couldn't get any purchase on his header. Full-time 2-1 to Jeonbuk, who did just enough to see off a Kitchee side who showed plenty of endeavour. Match day 2 will see Jeonbuk at Bangkok City, and Kitchee looking for their first win against Lion City Sailors.
The Lion City Sailors from Singapore return to the AFC Champions League group stage for the second year running after their 2022 adventure ended with a third-place finish, including 2 wins and a 7-point haul. Can they go one better this time and book a place in the knockout stages? Standing in their way today are the current Thai League leaders Bangkok FC, and the visitors are looking to replicate their fine domestic form on the Champions League stage, as their journey begins here in the Jalan Besar Stadium in Singapore. It's the home side Lion City in white and blue who have started the better of the two, and an early chance to break the deadlock for Ricardo Živković. First real shot on goal for the Sailors, forcing a superb save from Bangkok shot-stopper Patiwat Kamai there. 3 minutes later, Lion City on the attack again. Diego Lopez, with quite the angle to work with, fires it up and over. But then, 25th minute, Diego Lopez again, and this time he does find the back of the net. Hammers it into the bottom right corner in style. The 29-year-old with his second ever Champions League goal, joined from Rio Ave in Portugal in 2021, and he's off the mark here in the Champions League for Lion City. The Sailors head down the tunnel with a 1-0 lead at the break, but could have easily had more after a fine first half display. Bangkok United with a corner here, just over 5 minutes into the second half. It's whipped in beautifully, and a fantastic header from the captain, Everton. Textbook stuff from the Brazilian central defender, who towers above the rest and latches on to that superb Rungrat Pumchantuk delivery. Just like that, Bangkok United back on level terms, hunting for a second and find a second as well. What an absolute rocket from Titipan Puangjan. And that's his first goal in all competitions this season. What a way to get off the mark. Lion City looking for a way back into this game. Dead ball situation, and they found the back of the net. But the goal will not be given. The referee very quick to say no goal here. Going to wait for the final decision, but it does look like a fair few Lion City players in an offside position as the ball came in. So the decision will stand, and Bangkok United's 1-goal lead remains intact into the final stages here. Bangkok United down the left wing, and a header down there from Mahmoud Dada. Really could be and should be doing more with that. Unable to really produce any power with that header down into the ground. A simple save for the keeper in the end. Less than 10 minutes still to go here. Bangkok looking to try and kill off the game. Willem Mota drags it wide, and that could have been all she wrote had he found the bottom left corner. Just kisses that left post as it heads out for a goal kick. Less than 5 minutes to go now. Last chance of the game. And it's a chance right at the death for Shawal Anwar, but he scuffs it wide, and in the end another chance goes begging for Lion City. So the visitors from the Thai capital come from behind to secure their first win in Group F against the Sailors, who will be kicking themselves for not killing the game off in the first half and must now go back to the drawing board before match day 2. Final score in Singapore, Lion City Sailors 1, Bangkok United 2. Bangkok United came from behind away from home, turning things around in the second half to claim a 2-1 victory against Singapore's Lion City Sailors on match day 1. Korea Republic's Jeonbuk won their first game of the group stage by the same scoreline, as they put 2 past Hong Kong's Kitchee FC to get the first 3 points on the board in front of a home crowd. Matchday 2 in Group F sees the Lion City Sailors travel to Hong Kong to take on Kitchee SC, as both teams look for their first points of the group stage. While Jeonbuk go to the Thai capital to face off against Bangkok United, with a win for either team securing an outright lead with maximum points at the top of the table.
Group G in the AFC Champions League starts with a bang as Japanese champions Yokohama F Marinos host debutants Incheon United of Korea Republic. And Incheon United have made a brilliant start away from home. Young Dong-yoon with the cross in. It's not been dealt with at all by the defence, and it's a calamitous own goal from the goalkeeper Ichimori. That's 1-0 already after 8 minutes to Incheon United. It's taken a while for the Japanese side to get going, but in the 16th minute here, the ball is played in low. And Asaki Uenaka cracks it at goal. It's a fine stop from Kim Dong-hyun. Now a corner for Yokohama FM, and it's headed into the back of the net after a spell of pressure. There's a short VAR check for handball, but in the end, Nishimura is on the score sheet for 1-1. There was a lengthy VAR check for a penalty to the home side, which was eventually not given, but suddenly here, Incheon can break. Gesso is in behind, that's lovely skill from him, and he rolls it home for 2-1. Such a cool head there. The team from Korea Republic lead again by 2-1. Now 41st minute, and again Gesso is in here. Can he finish? Not this time. He blasts his effort off the bar. That's a huge let-off for Yokohama FM. Straight back up the other end for the Japanese corner, and again it's headed into the back of the net. Miyachi at the near post for 2-2. What a dramatic first half we've had here. A wonderful game of football so far. Midway through the second half and it's been pretty tight, but then substitute Hernandez suddenly breaks forward and it's off the post. It's a sensational effort, and that's the second time off the woodwork for the away side. Now some smart play from Yokohama FM, and a lovely curling effort from Nishimura is turned over by the keeper. Straight back up the other end, and Incheon United have the chance of 3-2, and they've taken it. Hernandez. What a performance from him since coming on. Kevin Muscat's side have lost confidence now as they back off Hernandez again, and he blasts it into the bottom corner. That's his second of the game, and Incheon United's fourth. 4-2 at full time to Incheon United, a fine display of finishing as they put Yokohama F Marinos to the sword. Kaya FC Iloilo of the Philippines are aiming for a positive start to their AFC Champions League campaign in Group G against Chinese Super League side Shandong Taishan. Kaya FC won their domestic league for the first time last season and will hope for goals from their forward Melisa in this big opening clash. Shandong Taishan finished bottom of the group in this competition last season, but they have Brazilians Grizan and Pato up front for them. In the opening match in this group, Incheon United shocked Yokohama FM by 4-2 away, and it's Shandong Taishan who come forward early, as we see a long-range effort coming from Zhejiang. It's easily fielded by the keeper Kamarad though. Shandong Taishan coming forward again in the 22nd minute. The shots here from Jivenan, and it's saved by Kamarad again. It's a lovely ball into the left channel, but the shot is blocked. 31st minute now. The cross coming in towards Jivenan again, and his header is over the bar. He has been the bright spark in this match. Late on in the half, perhaps a chance for Kaya FC finally, as the shot's taken on from a tight angle. Their Japanese attacker Horikoshi into the side netting though. 0-0 at half-time in a rather low-key affair so far. Now on the hour, a corner from Shandong Taishan as they turn the screw. And the ball fought here for Songlong to hit one. And it goes wide of the target in the heavy rain here. Straight on to the next chance here shortly after, as Moises goes down in the penalty area. Is he fouled by Sendra? Yes, he is, says the referee. Penalty to Shandong Taishan. You can just see the touch there. And Moises here picks himself up and will take the penalty as well. And he slots it easily for 1-0 to Shandong Taishan. A real blow for the Philippine side, but you can't say that the Chinese don't deserve it. And here they come again. It's disastrous defending from Kaya FC, and now it's 2-0. Pato getting onto the poor back pass here from Arboleda. And that is surely the clincher for Shandong Taishan. 79th minute though. Out of nothing, a chance here for Gaioso, and he tucks it home as well. It's a lovely, lovely goal. Sendra with a brilliant pass through to him, and it's an excellent finish. Shandong Taishan here coming on stronger towards the end of the game. A corner comes in, 2 shots charged down there, and deep into stoppage time. Krizan is away, and an easy finish to make it 3-1 to the Chinese side. The defender's sitting off him here, and it's a clinical finish. 3-1 to Shandong Taishan, and a fine result to start their campaign against an unfortunate Kaya FC. Coming in October, Incheon Utd host Kaya FC, while Shandong Taishan are at home to Yokohama F Marinos.
China PR's Shandong Taishan are off to winning ways in Group G with a comfortable 3-1 victory over Kaya FC from the Philippines. Korea Republic's Incheon Utd came out on top of a roller coaster of a game against Japan's Yokohama Marinos, with a 6-goal thriller ending 4-2 in favor of the Korean side. When all 4 teams return to Champions League action, Shandong Taishan will try to add to their points tally at home against the Marinos side still looking to get off the mark, while Kaya FC will try and bounce back when they go on the road to face the exciting Incheon on match day 2.
Australia's sole AFC Champions League representatives, Melbourne City, begin Group H by hosting competition debutants Kofu on matchday 1, as the Japanese visitors become just the 3rd team from outside their domestic top flight to play in the AFC Champions League group stages. That's played long down the right-hand side for Kofu. Matsumoto Kohai, deflected shot onto the roof of the net. A good early chance for the Japanese visitors. Good defensive intervention too. The ball for Kofu. Oh, it's played in deep and it's back off the post too. Ijima was in there. The 2nd division side really mean business here in Melbourne. I'm not sure who got the final touch, but it nearly led to the opener. So more direct through passing from Kofu. Big chance in on goal. And a good save. Jamie Young has been kept very busy so far. Ijima played it through to Matsumoto, and the chances are stacking up for Kofu. Japalis gets it into Tonga Aslan on the left to Melbourne City. It's punched away by the goalkeeper at his near post. That's the first chance on the board for the home team, who've been slow to get going today. Shot comes in from distance, and again, Jamie Young has to parry it to safety. Another good effort from Kofu. Real set-piece chance late on in the first half. Back off the crossbar, down and away from Sato. It just needed to dip another few centimetres. Well, Melbourne had more possession in the first half, but quite how Kofu are not leading, I'm not entirely sure. An excellent first half from the visitors. Kofu coming forward again, Miyazaki to Torikai. Jamie Young called into action another time after the break. The pattern has stayed the same, but so has the scoreline, 0-0. Get the ball into the middle. Peter Utaka, the substitute striker, trying to add a bit of firepower. They've got to just clear that away behind. Basic bit of defending, but it had to be done by Melbourne City, who are on the ropes again. The hosts now into the last 10 minutes. They finally found their feet in the game. It's played in towards McLaren. Well, it was set up well for a stunner, but he just didn't quite catch it. They have improved in this second half, though, Melbourne City. Halfway through the 4 added minutes almost. That one has to be cleared away. Kobayashi got it across to Utaka, but it was blocked. Chances not quite as good in the second half. Kofu probably would have taken a point at kick-off. At full-time, I'm not so sure. It ends goalless. Melbourne City and Kofu, both at least on the board in Group H. Melbourne City 0, Kofu 0 at the Melbourne Rectangular Stadium.
Thailand's Buriram United kick off their Group H campaign at home, and the Thai champions will be eager to see if they can make it past the last 16 stage of the competition for the first time in the club's history, having last played a part back in 2019. Their first hurdle on that route to glory comes in the form of today's visitors, Zhejiang FC from China, who themselves returned to Asia's biggest club competition after more than a decade away, thanks to a narrow 1-0 victory over one of Thailand's other powerhouses, Port FC, in the playoffs nearly 4 weeks ago. Buriram with a strong start domestically and a strong start here in the Champions League as well, looking really dangerous in the opening stages. Fantastic ball in, and the opening goal as well in the 17th minute. Tiraton Bunmatan with a fantastic cross, lovely left-footed delivery into the box, and Lonsana Dumbuya with his first competitive goal in all competitions gives Buriram the early lead. It was then time for the referee to make his first big decision. Wang Yang with the foul inside the box after a lovely solo run by Ratangkorn Maikami out on the right wing. The frontman from Buriram, Dumbuya, brought down, but it was Chaujic who would step up. The Serbian hammers one straight down the middle and into the roof of the net. No chance for Bojao in goal. A 2-goal cushion would then become a 3-goal cushion in the 45th. Chaujic picking up a brace just before the break. A fantastic cross and an even better header, giving Buriram a 3-0 lead. The visitors from China, though, with a chance to peg one back before the half-time whistle. VAR stepping in, and Mohammed Nazmi bin Nazaruddin pointing to the spot after heading over to the monitor. Leonardo, the Brazilian, finds the bottom left corner. And finally, the Zhejiang travelling supporters have something to shout about here. The Green Giants with a ticket back into the game. Into the second half we go now, and those hopes would be dashed in the 57th minute as Buriram extended their lead and re-established their 3-goal cushion. Chaujic with a chance to pick up a hat-trick, but it was Panza Hemvibun, the central defender, who made it 4. Then it was time for the Buriram keeper to be in the spotlight once more. A world-class save there to deny Leonardo by Siwarak Tetsungnoen. Into the final 10 minutes now. A late charge from Zhejiang, and it was again that man, Tetsungnoen, in goal, denying the veteran from Zimbabwe, Nyasha Mushekwi, the 36-year-old with 14 Super League goals this season, but still looking for his first in Asia's biggest club competition. Zhejiang with one last roll of the dice here, and it's another big save from Sirawak Tetsungnoen, again denying Leonardo. This time from close range, really should be scoring from there, but it wasn't meant to be. The Thai champions Buriram get off to an impressive winning start and secure their first 3 points of the group stage with a 4-1 win over Zhejiang FC, who will be hoping they can bounce back with a better performance and result on match day 2 when it's back to business in Group H. Thailand's Buriram United got the party started early with an emphatic 4-1 win over China PR's Zhejiang FC, while Japanese side Ventforet Kofu shared the spoils with Australia's Melbourne City on the opening day, with neither side able to find the back of the net. Buriram will look to take their fine form into match day 2 when they face Ventforet Kofu in Japan in the next round. And Melbourne City head to China to battle it out with Zhejiang FC, with both sides looking for their first win of the group stage.
Two-time AFC Champions League winners Ulsan of the Korea Republic open up their Group I campaign against last season's quarter-finalists BG Pathum of Thailand. The current K1 table toppers have struggled domestically of late, but the Korean champions have league top scorer Min-kyu Jo on the bench and can call upon the threat of Georgian winger Valery Kazaishvili in the starting 11. BG Pathum overcame Shanghai Port 3-2 in a thrilling playoff round to reach this group stage. Uzbek striker Igor Sergeyev was the hat-trick hero on that occasion. He'll be looking to repeat those heroics as the group gets going in Ulsan. Ulsan work it out in space to the left flank for Myung-jae Lee. Gets the cross in, but it's headed away only as far as Gyu-sung Lee. He has a go. An early chance inside 2 minutes, but it's over the top from Ulsan. Ulsan have had the initiative in the game so far. Kazaishvili gets it in for Dong-kyung Lee. That one pings off the crossbar and away. I'm not sure the keeper was getting over to that. A lovely effort on the turn from the Korean midfielder. Oh, BG Pathum turn this over. Perhaps the first chance for them to show their attacking prowess now. 26th minute of the game. Sergeyev brings it forward. Igor Sergeyev goes for a goal. Forces the save from Hyun Wo-cho. 26 minutes gone, and BG Pathum at least register an attempt. The Thai team working hard to try and get this one out of the area. It'll come back in with a shot. Keeper's let it go. Could be a big chance, and there is indeed a big chance. There is the opener for Ulsan. Dong-kyung Lee had the presence of mind on the rebound to square it, and it was an easy task for Martin Adam to finish off, but that was all made by the initial shot from outside of the area from Seung Hyun-jung. Ulsan aiming for a second now that they're on top. Oh, nice 1-2 with Adam. Good save as well. Dong-kyung Lee was in there, but Chachai Budprom in the BG Pathum goal. He's appealing for offside, but no flag was coming there. That was a big save. BG Pathum on the attack. They've not let their heads drop here. Freddy Alvarez picks it up in the box. Alvarez's shot blocked, but it falls for a fellow forward, and it's Ryan Stewart who's in the right place at the right time. He just lashed that in when it came his way. An emphatic finish from the Singaporean striker, and BG Pathum level up. And you know what? They're good value for that goal too. Ulsan have not had this all their own way. BG Pathum showing that they're a force to be reckoned with. Level at the break. Ulsan with the free kick in a good position, starting to take the upper hand now in the game, and they're not far away from taking the lead too. Kyu-seong Lee with the delivery, header parried over. BG Pathum being pushed back now in the closing stages. It's a clever pass, and there's another one into Esaka Ataru, squares it for Martin Adam. It's his second, and it's Ulsan's second. They are back in front. It was so well worked down the right-hand side, pass after pass, and it was on a plate for Martin Adam. They've cut through the BG Pathum defence again. Ulsan get it forward into the box. Kazaishvili drops it off brilliantly. Adam's there. Adam has the hat-trick. And BG Pathum's resistance is surely broken now. Adam has left his team in a great position to get the win. 3 goals, and they're on course for 3 points. It's all Ulsan now. Very much looking like their game. That's good passing into the box. Kazaishvili gets the return pass. Shot on target, but not enough. 4 would have been harsh on BG Pathum, in all honesty. They gave a really good account of themselves. Ulsan's quality helped them through, though. Next up for Ulsan, it's an away trip to Kawasaki Frontale. BG Pathum are at home against Johor Darul Tazim. On match day 1, though, it's finished Ulsan 3, BG Pathum 1, Adam, the hat-trick hero.
Two familiar foes go head-to-head in Group I as the champions of Malaysia, Johor Darul Tazim, take on Kawasaki Frontale of Japan at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium. It's a good ball into Munif, plays it to Bergson, and that's just past the post. The Brazilian danger man just fails to direct that on target and sneak that into the right-hand side of the post. Straight down the other end, and that's Marcinho. He's robbed it, charging into the box. Oh, it's a great save. Goalie Hazmi stays strong, stays tall, and in the end blocks the dink with a header. Marcinho just has the 1 goal to his name in the J-League from 14 games in. Captain Jordi Armat finally clears the danger. Back down at the other end. Bergson with a dipping volley that stings the Kawasaki keeper's hands. The crowd buoyed by that, making their support known for the Southern Tigers. Kawasaki coming forwards, it's a good ball in. It's Marcinho! A spectacular bicycle kick. That's brilliant, that's acrobatic. He makes no mistake. With goal at his mercy. Wonderful goal. Tatsuki Seiko wins the header. The goalkeeper's nowhere to be seen. The ball's in the back of the net. Highly entertaining first half comes to an end. 1-0 with Kawasaki just shading it, but JDT have also looked dangerous. Into the second half we go, and that's a wonderful dinked ball. And a chance for Marcinho to grab his second of the game. A wonderful cushion pass from Akihiro Ayanaga. At 37 years old, the veteran still oozes class. Searching ball over the top, and Seiko's in a foot race with Davies. It bounces, the goalie fails to get there. So coming together, Sean Lowry happy to clean that one up. It was a ball that put the JDT defence into all kinds of danger. A real collision with all three of them involved, and the post as well. Dead ball situation on the 90th minute. Munif sends it narrowly over the bar. Time running out for JDT now as we approach the end of the game. It's a good chance maybe to deliver it. Went for goal himself, just failing to hit the target. Deep into injury time now. The final chance of the game, and it's over from Bergson. And indeed the game is over as well. That was the final chance. And Kawasaki managed the game well in the second half. So a little bit of revenge for Kawasaki for their exit last year, and a reminder for JDT about the challenge ahead in the AFC Champions League. Next up for JDT, a trip to Pathum United, while Kawasaki face Ulsan at home.
Kawasaki Frontale from Japan squeezed through match day 1 with a narrow 1-0 victory against Malaysia's Johor Darul Ta'zim, while Korea Republic's Ulsan Hyundai made it look a little easier with a convincing 3-1 win at home against the visitors from Thailand, Pathum United. Kawasaki Frontale and Ulsan Hyundai go head-to-head in a battle of the winners on match day 2, while both Pathum United and Johor will try to snatch their first result of the campaign when they face each other in the second game in Group I.
Debutants Wuhan Three Towns take on the defending AFC Champions League title holders in a tough-looking debut against Urawa Red Diamonds of Japan in Group J. Urawa have it on the left, and they'll play a long ball down the left-hand side too. It's headed back, but only as far as Yasui Kaito. He takes the shot early. He forced a good save from Dianzuo Liu inside 5 minutes. It's beaten away. Wuhan Three Towns beginning to combine some passes quite well now. It's into Zhang. Looks for the return pass from Yakubu and gets it as well, and picks out the bottom corner. Xiaobin Zhang from the edge of the area. He fired it through the crowd, and the Wuhan Sports Center Stadium erupts. They are loving this. Wuhan lead on their debut. Wuhan Three Towns, they come again down the right-hand side this time. Han Wendeng whips in a good cross, and it's headed well by Peng Fei Chie. Decent header, but just off target. Wuhan are relishing life in the AFC Champions League at the moment. Urawa looking to mount a response in the game. They still trail, and they found it hard to come by in terms of getting into the final third here. Good ball back, and it skims off the post. Ito played it to Yasui Kaito, and that was as close as they've come. They're starting to click now, Urawa. Urawa Red Diamonds get it down into the right-hand corner. Good ball over, good header as well. Brian Linson, the Dutch striker, heads home the equaliser for Urawa Red Diamonds. And last season's champions have their first goal of this season's campaign. Well, Wuhan want the penalty for that clumsy challenge. Referee Omar Alali has spent some time checking with VAR, and he gives the penalty. It's Davidson with the chance to re-establish the lead for Wuhan Three Towns, and he just about does it. Squeezes it in with some precision, and Wuhan are back in front. They've battled for every ball, and they've been rewarded as well. 2-1 now. Ogiwara with the delivery in. Urawa trying to apply some pressure, but the goalkeeper Liu will claim that in slightly unorthodox style. He gets the job done. Now they're starting to look frantic, Urawa, as we tick into the 10 minutes of stoppage time. Linson has the shot blocked, but there's Kante! Oh, Kante on the rebound! A thunderbolt from the D. Urawa level in stoppage time in stunning fashion. Kante to the rescue for Urawa when a famous win seemed so close for Wuhan. Nonetheless, a debut to remember for Wuhan Three Towns. 2-2 the final score on match day 1.
Hanoi FC booked their ticket to the AFC Champions League by winning their domestic league in 2022 and make their debut at home against 3 times tournament winners Pohang Steelers of Korea in the Maiding National Stadium. Team news for Hanoi: Bozadar Bandovich is able to call upon captain and Vietnam Player of the Year Nguyen Van Cuyt. For Pohang, Zeka starts up front alongside captain Kim Song-dai. Home team Hanoi have started well, and it's Yevtovich on the right-hand side. He lofts a good ball deep into the penalty area. It's nicely laid off, and the ball comes back, and it's a volley from the captain. It's blocked on the line brilliantly from the defender. It's hit him square in the chest. Nguyen Van Cuyt almost opening the scoring with a brilliant volley. Obadan just committing the foul there, and it's Hanoi with a free kick. It's sent deep, and it's a strong header. It's a great save from Hwang In-jae. Pham Tuen Hai just stealing in at the back post. And the defence was almost caught napping, but that's a great reaction save. And Wanderson lining up a shot driven in. Well, he said before the game it would be a dream to play in the AFC, and he almost had a dream volley. He's absolutely belted that one. It's Wanderson again, this time opts for the cross, and there's a mix-up in defence, and it's ended up in the back of the net. Confusion in the defence. Zeka pressuring Damien Latalek, and VAR will check this, but it will go down as an own goal. Pohang on the attack. Han Chang Lee feeds in Zeka. He's turned around the corner, and that's a cool, calm finish. Clinical from Min Ho Yoon. It's hard on Hanoi, who have held their own up to this point, but that's brilliant. It's a delicious flick from Zeka. Here's Zeka again. He's ridden that challenge. He's been in fine form in the K-League. And he's got an overlap here with Kim In-sung. And he finds the bottom left-hand corner to make it 3-0. Clinical from Pohang. Excellent attacking display, and it's hard on Hanoi. And they go into the break 3-0 down, wondering what they have to do to climb this mountain. But the second half starts where it left off, and it's Zeka breaking into the box. And he's laid it off again, and on the right-hand side it's bent in. 4th goal for Pohang. Goalkeeper Boy Tan Trong can do nothing about that. Zeka's tormenting their defence, and it's another goal down the right-hand side. And here come Hanoi. They haven't given up. They had their chances in the first half, and it could have been so different, and that's a great finish to bring one back. Joel Tago with a smart finish with the left foot. The Cameroonian striker well set up from the Brazilian Cayon, and Hanoi with a chance to show what they can do up front. They've had their chances, and it could have been so different in the first half. And here come Hanoi again. They don't know when they're beaten, and it's Joel Tago again. A nice turn and another goal. He grabs a brace. He puts a little bit of gloss on the scoreline. In truth, both teams have been going at it hammer and tongs for the full 90 minutes, and full credit to Hanoi, who've been attacking as well. And the final chance falls to Wanderson. And that really sums up what has been a free-flowing, attacking style of football from both teams. Be exciting to see how Hanoi fare in their next game as they travel to champions Urawa Red Diamonds. And as for Pohang Steelers, well, it's a home game against Wuhan Three Towns of China. Final score of an incredible attacking game: Hanoi 2, Pohang Steelers 4.
Korea Republic's Pohang Steelers got their first 3 points under their belt with a 4-2 victory over a competitive Hanoi FC from Vietnam, whereas the defending champions Urawa Red Diamonds had to settle for a draw away to China PR's Wuhan Three Towns, with the game ending in a 2-2 draw. So Pohang can extend their lead at the top of Group I with a win against Wuhan on matchday 2, while Urawa will try to close the gap and get back to winning ways when they take on Hanoi FC in the next round of group stage action. What a start to the campaign for Martin Adam. The 28-year-old Hungarian scored a breathtaking hat-trick in Ulsan Hyundai's opening fixture against Pathum United. The Korean side took the lead in the 28th minute, but Anam was still hungry for more. Another 2 goals in the second half would lead his team to a winning start in Group I. And with plenty of action still ahead, we can't wait to see what the Ulsan frontman has in store in the coming weeks.